All right, everyone, here we go with the Friday reading. What are they thinking and feeling? Well, that's what the thumbnail says anyway. Let's see. Let's find out. I will tell you, I decided to use this deck this morning randomly at the bottom. I've got a star and a six of cups. Usually when those two energies are together, I mean, it's very important whenever I pick up a deck, whatever's at the bottom means something. Whatever this means to you, this is snowball's chance in hell. There is a snowball's chance in hell that something happens. Somebody returns, something from the past comes back, something that's very, very like, you know, slim chance, very thin, right? It's snowball's chance in hell energy. Very interesting. So let's see what they're thinking and feeling. Let's get some context for tomorrow's. What actions are they likely to take? All right, let's do it. One card for each sign. Again, I'm not your astrologer. This ain't your fucking horoscope. Just taking a soulmate cycle, an energy cycle, splitting it into 12 pieces. About 9 out of the 12 should resonate, give or take. Take what resonates, discard what doesn't, but what you think doesn't resonate might be near future influence for you. It is likely, it can happen that you're just like, there something on each one touches you. You might be very small on some, okay? All right, anyway, whatever. You do what you want to do. There's text at the top of the description that explains why there's no timestamps here. We don't do timestamps. Life doesn't have timestamps. Does not. It's general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. The Magician. Overall energy. Somebody wants to change something. Or somebody's changing something in their chair, sort of an armchair philosopher kind of an energy, right? Somebody's big, going on adventures in their daydream chair a little bit. Or it could be somebody's a little mad at themselves for doing nothing and now they want to. It's going to vary for all of you. All right, I don't know, take it as it resonates, but there's definitely some karma in play here. See? Yeah. I think it's idea time. I think that's been coming up in readings a lot lately. Anyway, let's go. Our story starts with slice number 1, ends with slice number 12. This would be Aries, it could be Pisces, whatever you want to do. Let's go. Most closely related, this book ends the hot spot of the cycle, the Cancerian themed energy of this cycle, so it's the closest related to this. So right here. So we'll get some more on that Magician. Yeah. Page of Wands. That doesn't surprise me because there's a Page of Cups right there. Page of Cups and Page of Wands have been going hand in hand a lot lately. They've been doing that in my offline readings too. It's somebody who makes a move, you know, because this is usually rather impulsive, right? Page of Wands is usually that boy that gets goaded into jumping the ravine with his BMX bike, you know, and then goes to school the next day with a cast on. It's that kind of a thing. When you pair it with the Page of Cups, it's somebody who does something and then realizes they maybe should have thought about it more, right? Think of that boy jumping the ravine and halfway over it while he's in the air, he's thinking, maybe I should have thought about this more, right? As his bike begins to tilt and that cast becomes more of a reality, you know, it's a bit of that. So you've got somebody here who is probably going to come towards, really, in their own mind, they've already come towards you. They just keep second-guessing themselves, that's all. You got more to come with somebody, can I tell you that? Can I get all hocus-pocusy for you? You've got more to come with somebody. All right. Position 2, Taurus. 10 swords. Somebody thinks it's over. It's just done. Somebody thinks they should let sleeping dogs lie. I don't know. I know I got different countries watching me, but it just means somebody just, well, the bison's dead. Let's just leave it there. That's what they're thinking and feeling. It doesn't mean it's over. I just said you got more to come with somebody, and I already said everything is connected. So, you know, you've got more to come with somebody. Okay. All right. Okay. Position 3. That's what they're thinking and feeling. 10 swords. I think they feel bad about this. You know, I think if somebody broke up with you, like you were together with this person, which is common in the Taurus angle, the position 2 angle, okay? If they left you for greener pastures, I think they are that boy in the air, right? Halfway across the ravine, it goes, maybe I should have thought about this more, right? You should have. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Position 3. But people, you'd be surprised. Actually, you shouldn't be surprised. People don't change their minds. People make a mistake. Most people, and I do mean most, unfortunately, most people make a fucking mistake and they just keep going down the wrong road. Don't care. They can't possibly admit it, that they made a mistake. They try to find a way to mitigate the damage while they're still going down the wrong road. That's the strategy of life of most people. And it's sad but true, It's not you, I'm sure, but it is this person. I can promise you that. Okay, on some level, anyway. Gemini, position 3. 9 of Pentacles. Oh, somebody's hoping. I don't know why this comes up. This person knows who you. This is the same energy. I don't know if they're just making excuses or what. They hope you're still available. They hope you're still free. They hope you're still single. This would be somebody you haven't talked to in a while. There's somebody attached to you you have a soul connection with that's hoping you're still single or still available. I mean, I'm using the word available because it could be a job that wants to know if you're still available. It could be anything like that. I have no idea. Somebody hopes you're still available. It's somebody it's a strong soulmate. It feels like it could be the usual energy I get. That's what's funny. That person that's restricted on their side and you two can't be together and stuff like that. Why would they be hoping you're still single? I don't know. Maybe you haven't talked to them in a while. It's possible. Okay? I'm just shooting straight with you. That's what's there. A hot spot of the connection cycle, Cancer, position 4. Slice 4 of our 12 slice pie, bookends my ravine jumper here. Yeah, Hermit. It's exactly what I said. It is exactly what I said. Little boy gets goaded in by his friends. You could do it. You just got to get her up to speed. You got a good hill there. Okay? There's always some kid who says, you got a good hill there. There's always the good hill there kid. In every group of kids, Okay. And then the kid goes and runs halfway across the ravine. He thinks, oh, I notice I said he because it's never a girl. They're not that stupid, right? So he thinks halfway across the ravine, I probably shouldn't have done this. This was a bad idea. I see a cast in my future. That's what's happening here. Somebody may have set something in motion either in the present or in the past, and they're thinking, I shouldn't have done that. So there's something that they're thinking about that they did to you in the past or they've just done to you that they are regretting in real time. If it's in the present, if it's in the past, they're imagining back and going, oh yeah, about halfway across that, I thought I shouldn't have done that, right? So I think you're going to pick up on this. I think the Hermit came out because somebody's doing some soul searching here. And you have a very strong connection with whoever this is. This is for all of you because this is the all signs position. This is the theme energy of the cycle. I think you pick up on all of this. I think you're going to pick up on this. I think you're going to pick up on this. And I think you're going to pick up on this. Might be in dreams. Might just be you just find yourself thinking about this person or some person that you haven't seen in a while. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's flowing. There's some soul searching happening here, and that's good. Tomorrow we ask what actions they're going to take. That is one of the best cards we could have had there. I mean, I don't want a star there. I know you might be like, well, what if it was a star, Steve? That'd be really good. No, that's kind of hopey, wishy pie in the sky. I don't want a 10 of cups here. I don't want any. I want this. I want them going deep. All right? All right, Leo. We just pulled the Leo soap opera, didn't we, yesterday, was it? Wow. Time flies. All right. Leo, the Leo soap opera, position 5. Yeah, the love geese. Well, it looks like there might be. We got a Lovers somewhere. I think it was in the extended. I think a Lovers came out, right? And it's this person who manifests things and wants out of a situation. So they manifest things, and then they get those things, but they don't want them because they spend all their time thinking about how they can make themselves happy staying in the situation. It was something along those lines, right? Well, here you are. Right now, this person is thinking and feeling you and your connection, all right? That's what they're thinking and feeling. I think it's more feeling with the 5D here. I think they're thinking about what I told you in the extended. I think they keeping their connection, how do I stay in the toxin and be happy at the same time, that kind of bullshit. But somebody is feeling you. The love geese are in the air here. It's almost like it used to be called the choice. Sometimes still is, right? But it's 5D, so it's the fickle old gal universe offering the choice. So I'm going to put some hocus pocus on it and just say the fickle old gal universe is saying, well, here's Steve's viewer. You want it? What you going to do? Or do you want to figure out a way to stay in the toxin and be happy? It's kind of a crossroads decision time, but it's bigger than a Two of Swords because it's 5D. It's you know, some powerful shit. All right? That's where we're at. So my Leo soap opera from the other day holds true, especially the extended. That was some deep energy, man. I needed a goddamn lie down after that one. I tell you what. All right, position 6. One of my wild card spots could be you guys showing up here. You got to show up somewhere. All right. It's usually either here or position 11. Virgo, it would be 8 of Swords. That's not you. It better not be you. I better not have any 8 Swords people here. I know I got a couple. They always come at me on Twitter. Why did you say that? Why did you have to? You're the liar. You're the liar, Steve. You know, it's always that. I can't help them. I can't. You can't help somebody get out of 8 Swords. There's nothing you can do. It's fine. So I don't think this is you guys. This is incoming energy coming in. It's probably just a few of you. I'll hear about it later. I want to say you're keeping somebody up at night because we're asking what somebody's thinking and feeling, but I can't say that because it's not really a 9 of Swords. It's an 8 of Swords that feels like a 9 of Swords to me. So usually when that happens is it's somebody who is afraid of some aspect of you. You have somebody attached to you, and this is the same energy I keep getting week after week for you. Who is this person? Where do you work? Do you work at like Shoe Town or something like that? And they're one of the other shoe inventory people or something? I don't know. I get shoes a lot. For some reason, I get shoes in my mind's eye. I don't know why. I have no idea. Maybe this is somebody you kicked back in grade school. I have no idea. But it probably means something to somebody, so I figure I'll mention it. But this is somebody here who's afraid of some aspect of you, and it causes them probably to treat you sort of like blamey, sort of like what I acted out about people that are in 8 Swords that I might trigger here on the channel. And they all come at me, they all say the same thing. You know, it's not a lot of people, it's just a couple. Out of thousands, that's not bad. You know, a couple of people, I get it. You know, I get 99.8% likes on these videos. I mean, you know, that's higher than most other. 97 people are usually happy with, you know. So I get it. Y'all like me, it's cool. Fine. I mean, if nothing else, maybe sometimes I'm funny. But for the ones that get triggered, it's always blame shift. It's always a blame shift. So this is somebody, this is for a good number of you, I would imagine. That's why I'm harping on it. It's just a difficult 8 of Swords energy. It's somebody who blame shifts on you all the fucking time. Right? I think that's coming to an end shortly. I think we might see some change in that in tomorrow's reading, what actions they're going to take. I just want you to know that it's bullshit. It's not you, it's them. Okay? So chill out. And also to tell you, if that resonated, you can't help people in this energy. We can only get ourselves out of 8 Swords. All you can do is plant a seed or just ignore it. The best thing to do in this situation would be to ignore this person. That's the best thing you can do. All right? All right. If it's social media, I can tell you the mute button is your friend. Then they just talk into air. I don't know. I don't see any of it. Sorry. All right. Libra, position 7. There we go. Judgment. I will help people that are in 10 Swords or even 9 Swords, but not 8 Swords. You can't. There's nothing you can do. You just plant a seed. Usually if I do respond to somebody like this, as a tip for you in case this is you, I'll say something like, you're trapped in an energy you can't get out of. I want you to take a look. I want you to turn within. And that's it. That's the last thing I'll say to them because I hit the mute button after that because I don't want to deal with it. You know, I got other people to talk to that are much nicer, right? That I can maybe help, that are maybe just in 10 Swords or 9 Swords, right? It is what it is. You got to take that approach as well because this might upset you. Judgment. Here we go. And there's no need for it to upset you. There's no need. All right. Judgment. Somebody here. Oh, shit. Yeah. Somebody's returned. Remember that? Well, here was it? No, it was randomly at the bottom when I picked it up. Remember the Snowball's Chance in Hell energy from the very beginning of this when I first picked up this deck? It's kind of here. Somebody you never expect to hear from is thinking about reaching out to you. I'm just going to tell you that straight out. Position 7, Somebody you never, in your wildest, you don't even try to figure out who it is, because I promise you, you have no idea. With Saturn retrograde combining with Mercury retrograde, all bets are off. You'll hear from somebody. You may not remember me. We moved away, but I sat next to you for a couple of days in first grade. You know, it's like, what? You know, I mean, it's literally that fucking crazy town. But yeah, something's coming back. It's pretty old, pretty dead. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's a musty energy. It's a musty. It's the same kind of energy I used to get. That's why I know it's somebody from way back. For a little while, my dad was a contractor, so we traveled around a lot. For a little while, we lived up in New England. We lived in a couple of places, Vermont, a Massachusetts spot, all kind of Maine, all that kind of stuff. But they have a lot of old graveyards up there. And for someone like me who could read energy, it's wild. It makes for an incredible Halloween. You know, there was this, like the gravestones say like 1621 and shit like that on it. And it's a musty feeling energy. It's the same feeling I get in one of those old graveyards. It used to, man, oh. Tell you what, if you don't like horror movies, you don't want to be me walking through an old graveyard. Let me tell you right now. Woo, it's musty. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I get. So it's somebody you haven't heard from in ages. All right. Position 8, my hot Scorpios. Chariot. Woo. Came in like a wrecking ball. There's a determination attached to this here. Somebody's determined to get, I want to say, I'm drawn to the pentacle. I want to say get you into their life. It's not it. Somebody's just very determined to, I think this is a warning for you. Didn't you get some kind of thing last week where I said, I don't know, I don't remember which one it was, so I don't want to go into it. I'm just going to tell you, pay attention to the people around you. There's a connection you have that seems really hell-bent on going in one direction, you know, and pay attention to your instincts, because I think your instincts are saying that's wrong, okay? Somebody's got some kind of plan to get you on board here. You get this a lot. I don't know why this angle, position 8, gets this a lot. I don't know why. You do have, it is communication. It is going forward. It isn't a bad, I don't have a devil energy attached. If you do go this way, I just want you, if you go someone's way, right? Remember Fleetwood Mac has that Go Your Own Way song, right? If you don't go your own way and you end up going someone else's way, I want you to make sure that you didn't get tricked into it, that you really want to do it, okay? That's all I'm saying, all right? All right. That's all I got for you, all right? Okay. Position 9, Sagittarius. We'll see tomorrow what actions they're going to take. There's obviously going to be some action. It's a fucking chariot. Sagittarius, position 9, is separate from the cycles, part of it, always interesting. 7 of Cups. Somebody is or will be. Was, is, or will be. Okay? So it's either present, past, present, or future. If it's future, it's very, very fucking near future. Somebody was, is, or will be confused by your response to something. Okay? Just know that. If it's already happened, if you're like, oh, I bet I know who that is, then it's recent past. If it's happening right now, if you're about to give a response to somebody, keep in mind they're not going to understand you. We're in an energy right now, and I will tell you this, a little energy weather update, microcosm here, right? We're in an energy right now where people are misunderstanding left and right. It's one of the aspects of Mercury retrograde in Leo. People misunderstand what you say. It's that, I mean, if I'm to exaggerate, it's that you tell someone they look nice today and they say, what you fucking mean by that, right? They get all fucking aggressive with you. Everybody's ego is on edge right now. I'm just saying, whatever this is, you know, it doesn't have to be anything like that, but whatever this is, you're easily misunderstood. So just make sure you're crystal fucking clear in your response to somebody, okay? And if it's too late, if it's been recent past, well, now you know, but if you're about to, or it could be near future for you, make sure you're really clear. Clearer than you think you need to be. I mean, Sesame Street it down. I'm talking like how physicists on the Science Channel take fucking physics. It's incredible to watch these people, because if you see these people like out there in the real world, like at conferences and things like that, they are not talking on cartoon Big Bird level. It's hilarious how much they take it. You've got to take it down that much. Okay? It's just for people to understand it here. I don't know why you're misunderstood, but take it down to Sesame Street, whatever it is. All right? And if it's in the past, there's nothing you could do about it. You may just need to reiterate. All right, Capricorn, position 10. Queen of Cups. Wow. It's the most love I could pull from the deck. Yep. Somebody new, okay? N-E-W, somebody new is thinking about giving you their cup. Somebody just, or I could say this, I could phrase it this way, it might be for a bunch of you. Somebody's just shifted gears from crush to love, okay, where you're concerned. You know who that is, maybe, I don't know. Or perhaps, on the flip, it's you. You just switched from crush to love and with somebody. It's possible. Could go either way. But I feel it more as an incoming energy. All right? Cool. Well, I mean, what actions are they going to take? It looks like they're thinking about giving you the cup. Maybe. All right. Or kidnapping you, one or the other. I mean, I don't know. Okay. I don't have a devil attached to it, but I kind of do in a way. But I feel that more as you're in somebody's spank bank sort of a thing. You know, it's like that kind of, it's that carnal energy more than a devil energy. All right, position 11, it's nice. Position 11, Aquarius. My other wild card spot, maybe it ties to this Eight of Swords, maybe not, I don't know. The Barn Owl, there he is. I love when the Barn Owl comes out. My Page of Swords, just so you know. Yeah, it does tie to this. It is you guys. You have somebody in relation to this and who this might be, okay? And you'll have to go back and watch what I talked about here, I suppose. You're dealing with somebody you thought was big is actually a tiny person trying to appear big. And a lot of times people do that by blame shifting. They do that by, they don't necessarily have to be a narcissist. It's just a tiny little person trying to feel big. Sometimes we could call it Napoleon complex or something along those lines, sometimes. But usually what people do is they make themselves seem like they're flawless in a lot of ways. And they do that through blame shifting. Nothing's ever their fault. Or they frame other people for stuff so they don't get, it's that kind of a thing. I think you have that attached to you. You might be a little disappointed by it. Okay? You might be. Or somebody attached to you, I could say somebody attached to you is thinking and feeling that the real them would disappoint you. I don't think it would. I think it would be refreshing for you to see the real person here. Okay? But I think they think that if they show you who they really are, it's going to disappoint you. Okay? Is that clear? I'm trying, because I've tried to take what I said here, and it's just, that's sort of the easiest way to pair these energies together. All right? So what you're seeing out there with somebody is, again, they're just afraid that the real them would disappoint you. I'm telling you, I don't think it would. So if you could coax the real them out, that'd be really great. Okay? All right. Pisces, position 12, because I think he's a pretty good person. I don't have anything bad to say about this person. I think this is core programming. I think maybe they were made to feel bad when they were younger. I don't know. There's no devil here. All right. Pisces, position 12, always read with 1 and 5. Hangman. You get kind of a break here. No, you do. I'm going to grab the witches and add all this up, but yeah. Somebody's doing a whole lot of thinking and coming towards you. A whole lot of perspective changes on you. They flip-flopping back and forth on what they think about you, right? I'm shuffling for the 3 cards and the bottom card that add all this up right now while I'm talking about Pisces here. Position 12. I think I'm gonna talk to you on this one. I've said what I need to say here about the incoming energy. I think for you, I always say people's actions show you who they are, right? I'm gonna also add to that for you, people's inaction shows you who they are too. Okay? I'm just gonna leave it there. You got a chance to get some valuable perspective here. I would take it. I think they're getting a chance to get valuable perspective, and they're not emotionally mature enough to deal with it, I think. But again, because this is read with position 5, the same thing applies. The fickle old gal universe is like, you want Steve's viewer, here they are. I give them to you on a card right here, right? I don't know. I don't know. I think people's inaction will also tell you a lot about them, the things they don't do, that they could do, right? All right, let's go. Bottom card, 6 cups, part of our snowball's chance in hell when we first picked up this animal deck over here. Queen of Swords. There's a devil. There he is. All right. Oh, whoa, whoa, flew on the floor, but it did not reverse. It flew. It landed just like that, face up. 2 of Pentacles. Be careful. This is a message for you. It's adding all this up. What are people thinking and feeling? Well, I'm going to give it to you as a message for you. You can then flip it and be pretty easy for you to tell. Don't see devils where there aren't any right now. You're inclined to do that. That's why I said several times in this reading, I don't even know why, I just felt the need to say there's no devil here. I think I said it around here or something like, I know I said it. There's no devil here. All right? And I said it here, I think, too. My point is, don't be inclined to see devils where there aren't any, because that'll jam you up. All right? That being said, I'll do the flip for you. On the flip of that, adding all this up, some of the actions that come out here may seem very devilly, may seem like it's people's hang-ups coming back and it's whatever. It's more a case of there's a healing energy in play. And sometimes when we take medicine, sometimes you get a cut or something like that and you put some like Neosporin on it or some kind of shit like that, it might sting a little bit at first, or some witch hazel or whatever you put on your cuts, right? It stings a little at first, and then that stinging goes down and the bacteria dies and all that kind of stuff. We're at the stinging phase here, okay, of the medicine, all right? Sometimes you get worse before you get better. Don't mistake that for devil energy. You might see devils in a lot of people right now, a lot of things, people misunderstanding, people, like what I said in the Mercury retrograde reading, people's egos all on edge and things like that. There's not a lot of it there. It's just sort of a healing phase that's going on right now. A lot of people, in the soulmate cycle, we'll just talk about the soul, but it applies in society. But in the soulmate cycle, a lot of the DMs are wakey wakey. It's wakey wakey time. These feelings are getting real for them. And holding on to them is getting a little hard to handle. All right? And I think that's a song, and maybe some lyrics in Hard to Handle might work for you. It could be just one line. I don't know. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Tomorrow, in the weekly reading, we ask what actions they're likely to take based on these emotions, these motives, if you will. And we clarify that one. Same reading, but we clarify. All right? Good luck.